Hello YouTube, what I wanted to show you today is how I make rolls for the week. You know that I do not buy bread anymore. I absolutely am against that. Especially after Cat's Cradle showed me I'm getting hair. Oh my God, the hair, I'm not going to pay somebody to put hair in my food. I wanted to show you a few things that I do. I take my dough that I make, and I make a lot of dough. This is just one big section. I have another one in the oven I'll show you. But I make a lot of dough in one day. I just do this every week. Now what I do here is I'll show you. I take a chunk of my bread and I just keep doing this, like turning it under. Some, and most of them to be honest, I just go ahead and I put in this tray. Now I've sprayed this tray with Pam. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that tray and I'm going to put it in the freezer. I'm just going to put it in the freezer and I'm going to let these freeze. And then I'll take them out and I'll put them in a bag. And it's pretty neat, and I'll show you why. You don't have to quite do them as big as I am. When they defrost, they'll be like this. They'll defrost. You just take out however many you need for the week. Like when I come home from work, I just take out 4 rolls. I take 4 of these out. Now some days, I want breadsticks. So this is what I do. I roll out breadsticks. I put them on the bread pan and I let my bread rise, and boom, I've got some breadsticks. And I use maybe 6 of these. I'll take 6 of these and make breadsticks. Everybody likes breadsticks. Now if you want breadsticks, say rolled in salt, you would put some salt down, you just roll it in. Or you want cracked pepper, or you want cheese, or garlic, you do the same thing. That's all you do. Now, if say you don't want a breadstick, but you want a little fancy roll, you just turn them around like this. Just turn them. I'm going to show you all kinds of different ones. And then you have a cute little, these come out real pretty. So, but for right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to freeze it that way. You don't have to. I mean, I just go about my business doing things rather quickly. Here's another neat idea, all with the same bread. Now, all with the same bread that I did in my video. Here's one. You just tie it in a knot. Look at this. You tie it in a knot. You pull this end over and you pull this end in. You push it in. This is going to make a real pretty kind of roll. Then I'll go ahead and freeze it that way. But this is what I do, because maybe we're going to have hamburgers. If we're going to have hamburgers, I pull out about 3 of the rolls. Because Ted will eat 2, I'll eat 1. I don't have to go to the store and get 12 rolls. I don't need 12 rolls. And these are all homemade. So I know my food is good. I know my food is very good. But out of one batch here, I'm going to get a couple loaves of bread. I'm going to make 1 loaf of bread. I'm going to make it cinnamon bread. I'm going to have rolls enough all week, depending on what I want. This is the easiest way I find. Just go ahead and make yourself little balls. Put them in the pie pan. Freeze them. Take them out. Put them in the bag. I'll show you how we're going to do that. Okay, there's all kinds of fun things you can do. Another thing you can do is you make 1 roll like this. Watch this. Just a little roll. Isn't that cute? Just a little roll. Put your finger in there. Okay, just make it like a little donut hole. These come out so cute. And then take that other little piece of dough you took. Watch this. You put it in there. And believe it or not, it's going to look really cute. It's going to look like one of those Arabic kind of hats, you know. Ah. So I'll go ahead and freeze that one like that too. So now I'm going to freeze these and I'll show you what to do. And I just have fun with things. And that's what I'm going to do. Oh boy. I just go ahead and I make little balls like this. Don't get too hysterical about how perfect they are. And I just put them in a pan like this. Because I'm going to freeze these. I'm going to show you how some of these, I'm going to make some breadsticks and stuff for you. So you can see how this turns out. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm making a bunch of balls. I'm going to fill this whole thing up. This might help a little bit too. When you make your little balls like this, before you put it in the pan, just take the bottom and put some flour on it. That way, when it is done being frozen, it'll be easier to lift it off the pan. Now, why I do this is because during the week, well, you know I'm Italian, so we do eat a lot of pastas, and I make a lot of breadsticks. I just love breadsticks. But then again, I have people that come over all throughout the week, so maybe I'll take 12 of these balls and in a cake pan and make biscuits. All you have to do is let this defrost, and then it'll rise again. That's the fun thing. Go ahead and, I mean, I already beat it up so much, but, and it's okay that different balls are going to be different sizes. That's why it's homemade. We're not in some kind of factory somewhere. And I'll show you another neat little trick. Go ahead and roll one, and then watch. Oh, I probably should have put this in a bowl. You can take your, I had fresh ground Parmesan, and of course the kids got to it. They made their own pizzas yesterday, so I don't have any on hand. I have to use Kraft. But here, look at this. Voila. Nice. And that's the same thing you do. This will be nice to cook. So I'm going to put this up because I'm going to cook that separate. But I just wanted you to see how easy it is to make rolls with flavor. Okay? Now here's my little Parmesan rolls. I'm going to let them double. You'll be surprised how big they get and why I only take out 4 for Ted and I. So these are my little Parmesan rolls. Well, these came out nice. Okay, let's see how they turned out inside. Da, da, da. Beautiful. Nice. Cooked real well. Let's put a little butter on them. Let's see what happens. Oh, them look really, really good. You can even take your thumbs and, of course, break bread. A lot of people like to do that. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's an old tradition. Now let me taste it. Oh. There is nothing like homemade bread. Mmm.